Salut and welcome to a new FIFA Twice video. Today we would like to continue in our series for passing, and our today's topic is the chip.
The chip is, like the regular pass, a way to bring the ball to your man, but the big advantage of the chip is that even if someone maybe would intercept the way of a regular pass on the ground, with a chip you can still reach your player and bring the ball to him.
Of course. You also might have problems bringing the ball near to the box of the opponent with regular passes. Maybe if your opponent is anticipating good what you are doing and intercepting your passes really well. And then you have the choice to play a chip, so you can play the ball over the attackers and the midfielders of your opponent, and so you can bring the ball near to the box in a short way and without many problems.
Furthermore, it is really hard for the defenders to play against chips, because defending against the chip is unusual. Not many people do chips, and furthermore, if the ball comes high, most people run forward to intercept the ball, but most likely they dodge the ball because of that, and the ball just goes over them and you can hold the ball. But how to do this effective and dangerous way of passing? On the PS3 you use the rectangle button, and on the Xbox 360 you use the X button to play the chip. It is important there, as well as it was in passing, that you adjust the power of your pass, because especially in that case, bringing a ball too strongly or too weak would be really unfortunate.
Also, it's really important that the player you want to play the chip to has space, so that he has time to control the ball, and that the defenders of your opponent can't intercept the ball of him.
For that, it's really important that you check the radar all the time, or especially if you want to play a chip, because on the radar you can see all kinds of players, even those you cannot see on your screen at the moment. And checking the radar might be difficult at first, but over time you just get used to it and you automatically look to the radar to check where the next free man of yours.
Okay, but enough chit chat. Now we want to go in a little bit in detail, and we have a few examples for you so that we can explain this in more detail.
Here you see the first example. We highlighted the radar for you. You see circled with blue is one of our players. We cannot see in the screen, but we see him in the radar. We also see that he is most likely facing with his back the defenders, and he has a large open space in front of him, so he actually has the space to control the ball in case he would play a chip. But why should we play a chip? If we look at the situation on our screen, all those players who are near to us and we could reach with a regular pass on the ground are pretty much covered, and in case we would play a pass like that, we most likely would lose the ball, and so our only opportunity to bring the ball forward and not playing back to our goalie is to play the chip. As we can see in our example, we bring the chip and the player can control the ball and we can create a dangerous situation.
Here we have another example, this time played by Malte TCO, a FIFA Pro, a really good player who included the chip very well into his game. And maybe you think that the chip looks pretty easy, but of course it can create very dangerous situations, as in this example. And here you see again on the radar that there are two players with a free open space. In this example you can see them also on the regular screen, but you can't see the defenders if there are someone near to them, and so you can look again on the radar, and that's why he played the chip here, because he wanted to start a fast, strong attack, and he wasn't like, I want to play in the midfield around, and so he played the chip. And as you can see, with a short L2 R2 step he can create a dangerous long shot, maybe a good chance.
And that example, we see that our player really is obviously in the screen and also on the radar. Again, we see on the radar where the defenders are, but we can also imagine by looking on the screen that the defender aren't that close to our forward there. We circled him blue. And so we see again that a regular pass on the ground wouldn't be really useful. First of all, we couldn't get the ball to him because, as well, one of our players and one of the opponent's players is in the way and would intercept the ball. And there is no other chance to play the ball on the ground forward. We could only play it back to our second defender or the goalie, and that's actually not the game we would like to play. That's why the chip is the best thing to do in this moment, and we're gonna do it, and it will create another good situation to score.
Because we made two oversteps and a bit short our L2 R2 step, and so with an easy chip it was quite dangerous. To sum it up, the chip is a really good opportunity if the midfield is quite crouched and your opponent is anticipating good and intercepting your regular passes. So then you can play a chip over the midfielders and attackers of the opponent to bring the ball nearer to the box. And the chip is played with rectangle on the PS3 and with X on the Xbox. And also, it's really important that your attacker has quite a few space around him, so that he have time to control the ball. And also for that, you have to look on the radar to check out if there are any defenders near your forward. And I think that's all.
That is all there is to say about that topic. Thank you again for watching. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you have questions, also leave a comment. And happy you were here.
Yeah, I would say, like always, always think twice.